welcome to my workout. Starts off here very simple with a stretch. What you're doing is standing up on your toes, relatively, on the balls of your feet, and then putting your arms out and stretching each time, reaching out and stretch as far as you can. It looks relatively easy, but it took me a while to get my balance so I could do these. You stretch your calves as tight as you can get them, and as you'll see, I'm stretching it almost like an isometric exercise. You're reaching out and tensing, flexing. As you get everything tight, and then relax. Tight, and then relax. All the way up to the back as high as you can go, and I hold that last one. Normally I'll do 2 of those sets. This time I'm only doing 1 to keep this film a little shorter. Now, if you watched these before, you know this is an ankle twisting exercise. You're flexing, pushing as far as you can forward, pulling it up as high as you can. You rotate in both directions. I like to do 10 of them, and you're also working on your balance when you do this. You hold that out there and turn all the way around, high as you can pull it, low as you can pull it, and then back the other direction. These are simple exercises. They don't look like they're hard, and they're not. It's just a matter of coordination and getting your balance. Now this is a little harder. You'll start off with doing little small circles down below, and then gradually work your knee up higher, and if you'll notice, a little hard to tell from this angle, I'm trying to go around in a big circle. The idea is to get your knee flexibility, build up the strength in the top of that leg. And if you lose your balance, yeah, you might have to put your foot down. I always punish myself by doing 1 extra rotation for every time I put my foot down. Or I should say reward myself. Now you go to the other leg, and you get them both done. I try to go the same direction each time, turning around to the inside, and then going to the outside. When I first started this, I did not do 10 of them, so don't feel bad if you can't get 10 of them in. The balance, that takes some learning, especially when you start getting your knee up here this high. Now, the other direction. Alright, trying to go around in a circle on the bottom, all the way back, outside, inside. The idea is, developing your balance, but also those upper thigh muscles. You'll know you're doing that one. Now, after you do that, we're going to go ahead and do the waist. So, I go back as far as I can, exhale, and then start going around in a circle, bending that waist as much as possible, all the way around. On the sides, you bend over sideways as far as you can. And this is working the lower back. When your arms are down like this, you're still working the whole back, but the lower back and the stomach, you'll feel that. This is very important. Your hips are critical for your alignment of your back. So you want to have all the muscles in your body actually doing the work, not your bones. Your spine is supposed to float inside the musculature. It's not supposed to be the only structure holding your body up. 75% of your body weight is supposed to be held up by your stomach muscles. So you'll notice as you're doing this, you'll feel those muscles when you go to the back. You run back as far as you can. In the sides, you'll feel a stretch. That's good. You want to stretch those sides as much as possible. Those are called your obliques. And if you don't get them, if they're tight, you'll have love handles. Okay, now once you've done that, both directions, I like 10 times again. You can do 7s, 5s. And this one, you're going all the way around, and you're putting your hand on your shoulder, and then you're pressing it back. So 1, and then go. Don't bounce too hard. You don't want to hurt yourself. It's a controlled bounce. And I'm breathing in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out, out, in, out, in, out. Just nice short breaths, a little at the end. Now, you get done with that, We've now stretched out a couple of parts of the midsection. Now you're going to start on your hands. You do your wrist. Now I started doing this with my head. You'll find your head will roll with your wrist, almost like they're locked together. It feels so good when you do this. And you'll feel pops and cracks and everything all up around your ears and everything. Now go the other direction. It's just a full neck roll. It's really more of an up and down, chin going up and down, your head going back a little bit. This is just a rolling, a nice little simple rolling action, not a lot of strain. You're just doing what your hand feels like. And this actually works its neck muscles a little bit, but more importantly, what you're really focusing on here is make that wrist go all the way back. Let those fingers roll around. We do both directions. I do it 10 times again. You'll notice we change the direction. There we go. I change the direction of my head. If it feels right, do that. It may feel right to go the other direction. And you'll do what feels natural and feels good. This feels so good I tend to even forget my count and keep going by mistake. Find myself doing 14 of them or something. Oh, that feels so good. Now, elbow out. Arm around in a circle. Keep your elbow high, shoulders straight. The goal being to reach as far back as you can and reach as far in, far out, far forward. So you're doing a full circle. Then backwards. Shoot that arm back. And this again, it works your joint. You get your elbow joint going good, all directions. Again, it works your wrist. You notice how my wrist is still turning. And you can see a little better with this one. Out, all the way back, out, all the way back. So you want this rotating. I move my head around a little bit sometimes on this one because it affects your neck muscles and your shoulder muscles, which direction your head is pointing. Again, all the way back behind me and forward. Okay. This is again working to flex and stretch. Flex and stretch. Okay. Now your shoulders, you need to warm them up every day. This is a rotator cuff exercise. You're going all the way around, 10 in one direction, come back, 10 the other direction. This is a slow movement with the muscles actually working. You're not flinging your arm. You're using your muscles all the way around. Later on, at the very end of the exercise, we do this again, but it's with just a rotation where you're using the weight of your arm to rotate it, swinging it, free-flying, as opposed to this one, which is actually the exercise of the muscle picking it up and moving it all the way around and stretching out those shoulder muscles. Now, we go to the neck and shoulder. And this is a little tricky in that you're reaching down as far as you can. You're trying to keep your other shoulder relatively level. So this is a one half of the body at a time deal. And first I rotate with the shoulder coming forward. It's not going to go as high, but what you're trying to do is reach as low as you can and go as high as you can. You want that shoulder coming up over your ear. Now you go backwards, you'll find it's really easy. That muscle action will pick up higher. It's okay to lift your wrist up. The old goal is to move the shoulder around as low as you can, as high as you can. The objective here again is move. This will move fluids, lymph fluids and everything through your neck, through your chest. It gets the circulation going good, and your neck, you'll feel this all the way up in your ear, all the way down, goes down to your lower side. You're doing this 9, 10, 10. Now the back, you'll see this, you can get high, go high. Now I'm not keeping that other shoulder quite as level as I could. That's the goal, is to make this shoulder you're working on do as much of rotation as possible without the other side of the body doing too much. Right. Now, finish it off with heavy neck roll. This neck roll, you actually move your forward, your chest and backwards a little bit, because you're moving that head and letting it roll all the way down. Try and touch your ear to your shoulder blade as you come around, chin to your chest. When you go back, your neck goes all the way back, almost like your head's going to fall off. I'll do 10 of these in each direction. I had a little neck injury a little while back, and every day you feel those muscles. Oh, as you first start, they hurt, ache as you stretch them, and then you go back, go the other direction. It took about 3 weeks to work out the stiffness from the injury, but if I had not done that, then I would have favored instead getting stiffer and stiffer and letting those muscles atrophy, making for a weak spot, because you try not to use the muscles because they hurt, which actually is worse on you. So gradually, as you do these each day, you'll work out all sorts of old tension and muscles and injuries. At first this may be painful. You won't be able to stretch like that, but when you get done, this is should have been done in the beginning. I forgot to. You do it one at the beginning of this set and one at the end, and this just charges up your lower chakra, and it's good to do it. Now I have an upper abdominal hernia. You'll see me put that in. That's basically a tear in my gut, where my guts come out of my stomach area. So you'll see me push that in now and then. You don't have to do that part. I'm going into the next set. This is stretch down each side a little bit. And what you're looking at is trying to go ahead and get that. I go down where I touch my heel, usually with my inner lower body. How's that? Okay, now I'm trying. This is a warrior pose. You look both directions over your shoulder to start with. Try to look as far back as you can on both sides. Now, I should be lower than this. This isn't quite as low as I need to go. So try to drop that knee down, but you're holding up the stretching as high as you can into the air. Yeah, same thing. Stretch that down, bend down good. Raise your hands up and then reach. Put your palms together as much as you can, flush together. And then stretch as high as you can above you. It stretches out the shoulder sockets, chest out the sides, and it gives you a moment of focus. I like to count to 30 on that. Yeah, the other side, same thing. Get your setting so you're balanced. Bend into it as far as you can. Look all the way to one shoulder. Look over the other shoulder as far back as you can. Now press up, 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 high as you can, and stretch. Breathing through the stomach, or much of the upper stomach as you can. See that little tiny breath. Now go over, stretch down again as far as you can go, balance good, and then up again. Arms up, straight, reach. Okay. Again, counting to 30, feeling your balance, focusing, stretching, and then going back. Here's the fun part. I do a series of push-ups. Push my stomach in there, you notice? Okay, first you're bending over, just getting nice and stretched. And then, this is, first time I did this, I was going to fall on my face. So, this takes a couple times to be able to get your coordination. This is going down, touching your head to Mother Earth and giving her thanks. Nice and slow, back and forth. Your weight is actually going on your arms, but not your entire weight. You still got weight on your feet. But the idea is to get those elbows all the way down to touch, forehead to touch. This works the triceps. Back of the arm is where the triceps are. You'll see the back of the arm there. Now this, go down, pause my feet, leaning forward. This is a little harder. All the way down to your elbows. And then push forward. You'll notice on the end, as I work through the 10, I end up leaning forward as much as possible before I'm done. So I'm forward of center, balancing on my arms, and really putting the tension on it. There we go. Now as you stretch these last few out, push forward as far as you can. You're almost going to fall forward. So the weight is almost off your feet. Now, this is fun here. Tang is helping me, of course. checking out my form. Now, this is a stretch. Notice I'm up on the balls of my feet, very high up if I can get it on my fingertips. Stretch on the side, stretch all the way down to the finger, the heel, nearly your butt. Now, this is an unusual push-up. Dan can't stay here for this one. Okay, first one, not so good. The idea is your elbows are supposed to go down. So, watch this. There we go, no better. Knees to elbows, and then if you can do it, elbows to mat. You're only touching on the ball of your foot, coming up, push-ups to your fingertip. This is balance. It's really not as hard as it looks, but you gotta have your balance just right. Notice there's no heel touch, nothing on my foot's touching but the ball. This is a stretch side to side when you're done. I'm repositioning my feet. I do a little neck stretch. Normally I do about 3 or 4 of these afterwards, but you see this is reaching down, grabbing the sides of my feet, and just gently pulling, not hurting myself, but pulling down as low as I can stretch it. Be real careful not to hurt yourself. And some say you're not supposed to pull, but I personally, I can't just relax and get as much stretch as I want, so I do a slight pull. This is just a neck stretch, rolling that neck a couple times, elbows all the way to the mat, roll that neck. Normally I can do 3 or 4 of those. The idea is just to stretch that out. Okay, this is like a press. You can envision drawing energy up out of the earth as you go up and then shooting it back down into your hands. So you're cycling like a pump. Shush. You breathe, whoosh, breathing in through the nose. The whole time you're doing this, breathing in through the nose. Now, most of these exercises after the foot twists and the hand twists, I do with my eyes closed. The reason I do that is that I'm of the school that you hold your energy in that way. You see a lot of beautiful colors. Energy comes in the form of colors, the frequencies. Now, pushing in that bump you'll see, which is my guts coming out on the front there top. You'll see it occasionally. Now, this is first time around you're using your hands to work your way down your legs as you lean back as far as you can. Then you take your hands loose and just try to relax. Now, you first see my chin on the branch there of the tree behind me. That first one you're never going to be able to get fully stretched. Now I go down, kiss my shins, and put my armpits to my knees. Now back. Each time trying to go back a little further. I am intentionally trying to swing a little bit just to get that flexibility. Now you see my chin just barely below that branch behind me. Each time you're trying to go stretch lower and lower. Breathing out as you go down, in, going up, out. Each time trying to go back a little further there. You're going to see a couple more inches of gap there. Then forward, working my hands down my legs, grabbing them and using them to help pull me down so I can kiss my shins and put my armpits to my kneecaps. Back again. I tend to do about 10 of these. I find I get more relaxed as I do them. Nice and slow. It's a meditation. And a little ant bite there. All the way back. Low as you can go. Oh, that's so much lower than the first one. Look at that. Yeah. Feels so good. Again, now it's easier and easier as you go forward. I can actually pull myself down there and really enjoy the full motion of this. Again, putting your hands around your butt, the backs of your legs helps you deflect some of that weight initially. And then you go forward and you would play hands down. If you need it, you got your hands to help hold your weight as you go down that way. Slowly back and forth. Now, Yes, I realize 10 of these seems to take a long time, but look at that difference in the stretch on the last ones. And I really hold it out there as long as I can. The last, maybe number 9, number 10, just enjoy that flexibility, that relaxing. Yeah, there you go. Just savor that. Yeah. Come back up. Breathe deep. You see it. Alright, now go into a breathing exercise. This is a bit of a Falun Gong style of move. Practice here. And what you're doing is you've got your arms spread out and I'm breathing. You'll notice deep into the lungs, starting off with the belly breathe and then into the chest. I hold for a count of usually 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, you'll see, and then exhale, inhale. There's a full inhale, you see me holding it. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now inhale, see that? Inhale. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Exhale. 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale. In this case, I'm showing like maybe a 6 count. So you see this in all these, your arms down, same thing. There's exhale, hold. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Breathe in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hold. Go up to the top. In this case, watch me breathe the stomach out. And your belly always first. You want to do belly, then chest. Use that diaphragm. This is an exercise that causes you to exercise the diaphragm for breathing. Holding is hard for some people because you think you're going to die. You won't die. When you exhale, empty out your entire stomach, tighten your buttocks, tighten your belly. When you inhale, belly out, relax, and all the way up to the chest. Now, that motion goes around, you turn, you're going as far back as you can go, all the way around. Turn, breathe in. Nose, breathe in. In, exhale. In, exhale. So you're doing this, going as far as you can, keeping your feet flat on the ground. Letting this motion, this stretch, this movement all happen in your waist and your body, not by twisting your feet. All the way around, back again. And after about 5 or 6 of these, you then take this ball of energy that you've got between your arms and you roll it all the way around. You find this is a much different waist roll than it was with your hands on your hips. You're going to feel this all the way up into your latissimus dorsi, the muscles on your upper back, inside, outside, your stomach, your obliques, everything in that upper body. You even feel your back all the way up your spine. And that's the idea. You're building up the muscles around the spine and the muscles on the stomach and the sides. As the muscles build up, there's less work on those discs. They're not carrying as much load. Most men blow out their discs, lower lumbars, 5, 6, oh shoot, by their 40s, early 50s with that big old barrel belly they're wearing. And so they start leaning back. Instead of carrying their weight with their belly, they start carrying all their weight with their lower back. And when they lean back, they pinch the discs. Causing great pain. Okay, so 5 of each direction now. You take that energy, we go down, and you visualize. With your eyes closed, this is easy. First you pull it up to the lower groin area, your lower chakra, your abdomen, your solar plexus, all the way up. You pull that energy up to your heart. Feel it. And then you go down and pull more. This is negative lines. Imagine just pulling energy up into your throat chakra, and down, and up into your head. Now when you pull this into your head, imagine your consciousness going down through your body. Like your eyes are watching yourself all the way down. Now pull up, all the way to your crown chakra. White energy. Slowly pull that energy down through your body. And just back up to your head. Rotate that energy around. Nice circular motion. Throat chakra. If you have your eyes closed, you can oftentimes even see colors of the chakras as you go through, the energy being pulled up through each one of them. Each chakra has a color assignment to it, starting with the reds at the bottom, orange, yellow, green, blue, blue and green, and then white for your crown chakra. I'm not sure I got all those, but anyway, that's the idea. This is where you now take and work the yin and the yang, the two sides, the positive and the negative. Now, I bring down the ball of energy and I move the energy all the way to the top of me and all the way to the bottom, as far as I can stretch. I'm doing this with the 2 fingers pointed in the hand. Each of these is different finger movements. You'll feel the movement changes how your triceps and the muscles react in your arm as you do this now. Push and stretch. Oh, all the way. And down, ball of energy, rotate or push that energy out. This is your yin and yang, positive and the negative sides of your body part. Work that force and then push up. Up, stretch as high as you can. And we're going to take and turn this to the side now. Well, to the side, stretch as hard as you can. Push that energy out to the side. Push down, push up. I use the sword position for my hands. That's the 2 fingers, pointer finger and the middle finger, straight out like a sword, energy flowing out of your fingers. Bring it in, and I'm going to change hands and try a different hand shape. I like the one with this sword the best. You want to try to push out as far as you can and straighten out your body. There you go. So you're almost balancing on that one leg as you do that. The other foot can almost lift up off the ground. Form is a little off on that. I should be as straight as I can be. Okay, now I take that energy, push it down. In this case, I'm putting my headband back on, obviously, but take that short little break there. Get the sweat wiped off. Go back at it. Now, this is another motion using the energy. You're pushing your chakra energy forward, pulling it back in. Again, going through each of the chakras, the stomach, solar plexus. Pull that energy in, down, heart. Push Push that hard energy out. Pull it in. Throat. The ability to communicate, to talk, to express yourself. The power that can entail in your mind, your intellect. Push that out there, expand it, bring it back in. And finally, your crown chakra. This leads into a series of moves designed to go ahead and get you flowing, energy flowing. So as you see here, I go forward, lean as far as I can, and then go backwards. The idea being to feel the flow as I go along, and to be able to go ahead then and draw that area and breathe in, roll that body, get that lymph fluid to flow all the way through. Roll those hips, keep that head forward, take it all the way in, and we're curling that spine, rolling that spine as much as you can, breathing in, out, and reach as far back as you can, and this turns into a really nice long stretch. Now I'm pulling and breathing. This is the opposite of the motion. Now we did 5 pushing outward. Now you see I'm pulling forward as if I'm pulling a rope up over my head. Stretch out all the way on the sides, all the way forward. Pull up and exhale. Go down. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. All the way back. All the way forward. That brings all your fluids and rolls your body nicely, flexing and relaxing. And go back to moving that energy forward and backwards and go back down. And exhale. Push that out. Let energy. Push it out. Pull it in. Out. It's just to set yourself up for the next exercise, get your bearings, and then move forward. This is a hard exercise where you're actually going to go ahead and reach down like you have a broomstick in your hand and pull it all the way underneath you and back. And the same thing, you reach down, pull it all the way back. All the way over you and back. Again, all the way underneath your butt, rolling your hips, rolling your back, get your neck back there. As far back as you can. Getting your legs positioned, your feet positioned apart where it's comfortable may take a couple of tries, but you'll get it. And pull that again, all the way back. I do 5 of these preps. These are preparatory stretches. Going down under, trying to push that stick lower each time and hold it back there. And then I raise my arms and do full circles. This actually flexes the stomach muscles and keeps your balance as a part of the exercise. Stretch as far as you can. Now, above your head, circles, bigger circles, until you do the giant circles above your head. And then when you get done, you turn and relax and just go as far as you can. I look to see if I can see that candle behind me when I do it. I can see the mat behind me in the next space. And as you come up, take that energy and push it down, down, and bring it up. Exhale, inhale, exhale. Imagine that column of air going down, coming up. Going down and up. You're pushing it in. All in. And then you turn around and you pull it up. Up through your body, flows through and out. Up through the body, flows through and out. And you'll notice my hands cross over. And that's to go ahead and move the energies cross body with your hands. One's positive, one's a negative. And then moving these two energy circles up through the center of you and down. We come to a rest. Now the next one is going to be one of the harder ones. So I'm going to put my stomach back in there. Now, in this one you want to get your ankles about shoulder length apart, and then you're going down, and you're going to go ahead and go into a stance. Get yourself all stretched out. Reach as far forward as you can, palms together. Now, hold that for about 15, and then swim. This is all the way back to the back of you. This works the back of the muscles on the shoulders and upper arm. And you do 10 of these. What you're doing is going forward and crossing your arms over and swimming, pulling back. Now this one goes straight up, like you're reaching up all the way directly behind your shoulders. This is to build up the back of your shoulder muscles. It's an area you can't build up when you're standing up because you don't have this weight on you. Now, as you build up these shoulders, this is another one, all the way around. This gives the full spectrum of motion supported on the back side. Now, if you don't do this, it's very difficult to build up all that spectrum of muscles in the back. Now we pull through, all the way through. I'm pulling energy into my belly and out. And this also, again, works those shoulder muscles on the back side of the shoulders. You can see them flexing there a little bit as I do this. Now, this is a up. You're allowed to bounce. You want to bounce a little bit. Moves that energy all the way up through you. Go one hand forward as far as you can, one hand back. Again, it's 10 for each side. And you're breathing the whole time. Now this, head all the way down, head all the way up. The reason you're doing this is your head is the heaviest appendage on your body. And these muscles on the back of your neck, they're supposed to hold your head up. Unless you're leaning forward like this, you really don't work those muscles. So you'll find when you're doing this, that does work those neck muscles. In fact, you can even see my neck muscles kind of tightened up a little bit over that. And then you squat down as low as you can, get 45, get your legs that are parallel. You breathe nice and controlled, and then you go up. You'll find when you go up, you're going to nearly pass out sometimes. And that's why you do this. This is a pumping action. We're going to pump that energy now back up through the body. You're going to find this quadriceps really nice and tight from that exercise. This helps to stretch that upper leg out, move that energy through your body. You have so much energy after that exercise. You've pumped a lot of oxygen into your blood doing it because you're breathing the whole time. If you do not breathe and you're down in that lower position, you won't last very long. You've got to keep breathing deep and breathing with your belly as much as you can. Now again, I'm just going through these motions to go ahead and move that energy up. Breathe in. Exhale. After that exercise, your feet are going to feel like they got roots to go down in the ground 2 feet. Haha, that's a pun. But you really do feel like you anchor. That's what you're supposed to do. You anchor and become one with the ground. Okay. Now, after you've gone ahead and recovered, push your belly back in if you got an upper abdominal hernia like I do. And then next one. Now this is a little harder than it looks, what you're going to be doing next. It starts off by going over all the way backwards, as we've done several times now. But when you put your arms out and you let your body, your stomach muscles, and balance and carry your weight, now you're going to go side to side. This is to stretch out and work the obliques in the bent over back position. It also works the chest, the back, as you're pulling up on these arms. And you want to do this as an isometric, okay? Isometric exercise means you're pulling muscle against muscle. So it's not just a motion, it's a motion with muscle. You see me tightening up. As I pull across, I imagine I have this rubber band in my hands. I'm pulling that band back. Or if you get to the tighter positions, imagine yourself with a bow in your hands and you're pulling that string back. But you work your way back to that tight position slow. Each one's a little closer to your chest. Generally do about 5 of these. Again, pull that rope, that stretch, until you tighten up. Pull that again all the way across, like you got a tension in your arms between them. Now, see how hard you pull. Exhale. Now, by the time you think you're done, nope. Okay, lats. You're going to pull all the way over. Now, this is, again, an exercise we're going behind your head to keep you straight. You want to tighten up and build the muscles between your shoulder blades. So you're pulling down and back. You also notice that the triceps get a workout on this. If you do it right, you're pulling right there. That's triceps fighting it. There you go, triceps. Then you go forward, pull all the way across, tighten it up, press. This actually takes a lot of energy if you're doing it right, because you're really, there you go, get it out there. Now, all the way down to your neck on your last one. Really pushing that down. That hand goes all the way down to your neck. And you bring it all up and push all that power down into your lower chakra. Down. There you go. All that muscle and energy in your shoulders and arms now transfers down into your lower chakra. Couple good breathing exercises. In. There you go. I'm putting it in again. And out. Now, I position my feet a little closer together. And that's for this is known as the monkey paw next. But we're basically taking in my mind with my eyes closed. Out of my fingers is streaming white energy. And I'm creating this beautiful, big, circular cage around myself with white strings of energy coming out of my fingertips, flowing. And as I go down, I build up a nice, big cage out of lines that go around. And I flow them out all the way down to the ground. The idea is your feet aren't moving, just your knees and your body is twisting. Then I work my way back. Slowly working my way up again as I take and create this cage, this wonderful energy cage. So around me is this beautiful white light. And I take it all the way back up, and then we go ahead and do our waist again. And this is always to keep that middle body flexible. So you see that nice and slow. And again, with your arms up like this, you get a different action. You're going to feel this in your lats. You're going to feel it in your stomach, your obliques, all the way around. Oh, yeah. And you'll notice as you go deeper into this exercise, I tend to be able to lean back further, rotate better, as you will, because you stretched out. Now, of course, it's also fairly hot outside. And that helps because that gets your body warmer. The hotter your body is, the more flexible it can be. And this is why this is a very difficult exercise to do when it's freezing cold outside. That is also why you don't see me doing any of these tapes when it's freezing cold outside. So, all the way around, the idea again is stretch those hips. Now when you come back out of it, do one of these repeats of what you started with. This is the monkey paw. Monkey paw. Look how far you turn back. The idea is to twist that waistline. Always stretch that waistline. There you go. Energy back down to the lower chakra. Push it in. And then back into position. Okay. From here, we go into another section of the routine. This is going ahead and feeling yourself, feeling your face, touching yourself, loving yourself. When your hands rub over your skin, you release endorphins, you release dopamine, you release serotonin through the skin, into the blood, into the body. Now these are the calming chemicals, the empathy chemicals, the hormones that our body is able to make. And we can release them with our mind, but it has to go through our consciousness. And we can screw things up because we have all these issues, perhaps, that don't allow us to appreciate and enjoy. So by touching yourself, you go ahead and do your ears, all your nerves end in your ears. So you grab your ears and cross-handed. So your right hand is on your left ear and your left hand is on your right ear, and you rub all the parts of your ear, and then you get your neck, and then you work your way over your shoulders, feeling your body, squeezing it, loving it, letting it know you care about it, that you're wanting to improve it, you're wanting to make it better. So you go ahead then and tap. Tap, 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 tap. Tapping is good for the body. It actually causes a reaction, almost like a response, and it's a good thing. Tap, tap, tap. Now my stomach, you'll see me switch over from tapping into palms like fists. This is sort of a pounding here of the organs. And now I'm hitting them pretty hard, flexing my stomach so that it's just like a nice strong washboard, hitting all the, and then go to the back, tap, tap, tap on my lungs, tap, tap, tap on my kidneys, all the organs. You give them a little wake-up call there, a little tap, 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 tap. Then down to your buttocks, all the way down. You want to make sure every part of your body is recognized and honored. Even your feet. Honor them by touching them, by loving them. I tap my knees because I've got a little bit of a knee tenderness on one side. So tap, 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 tap. Give it some attention. And then come back up. Basically, you're just waking everything up. There you go. Now, as a standard, I always try to do this second set. This is for your rotator cuff. So you're going to see again. You'll notice the difference between this one and the last one is you're actually getting where you can actually just fling it. You're using your body and just letting it free flow around. The idea is to rotate that and get the juices flowing in the rotator cuff. Now, one side, then the other. Okay, again, all around. You kind of almost just flinging your arm and using your body as you swing it to fling your arm around. You're not really using muscle. You want this to be a free-flowing joint movement. So you go 20 that way, and then the other direction. Now, the idea behind this, boring as it is that you're moving that socket and getting full motion of it. Now, when you first start, you may hear a snap, crackle, pop. I've had it bursitis at one time, where you actually can hear the thing pop until you work the calcium out of the joint. You get a little buildup in that socket, and those buildups in the socket cause pain. This helps work out those buildups. You won't have them anymore after you do that. Now this is going around all the way to the back, and I'm tapping my hip and my shoulder. Exhale, inhale. Now this is a inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. You let your stomach muscles do the inhaling and exhaling, and that way you're using them. And now I'm stopping, using my hips to stop, and let my upper body go. Trying to stop my hips relatively parallel. I do 15 of these generally once I get the breathing pattern down. It takes a couple times just to get the breathing in, exhale, Now, you work that back to a relaxed state. This next exercise looks a little goofy, but it's actually what you're doing is you're throwing off all the negative energy. Flinging your arms, throwing your head, kicking your feet. Just get that negative energy out of there, all that negative leftover tension. Throw it away. All gone. Doesn't take very long. And just throw that away. You look like a rag doll when you do that. Now, next one we're going to do, the idea behind this is to create a ball of energy in your lower chakra. Pull and visualize it in. As you go together, you visualize that energy going in between your hands to create this ball of energy. That ball that you form, you're then going to take and move it around, left to right. And we're going to grow that ball. Make it bigger and bigger as you go back and forth, side to side. Envision you're adding the power of your other chakras as you go. Bigger and bigger ball. You go back and forth. It may take 5 or 6 times. You find that ball getting really big. And you grow it and spin it up into the sky. So that you're spinning this ball and you're going to have to lean back. It gets so big. You spin it with your whole body. Until you start swirling it around. And it goes all the way up to the top of the sky. One big column of energy. Then you're going to want to circle it all back in and trap it again. That's it. Bring it down and put it in between your arms in a nice big circle. Now take it around and wash yourself with it. Whoosh. Inhale. Exhale. Whoosh. Inhale. It's like a giant net. You're scooping up energy and then taking it around the other way. Wash yourself with that beautiful energy. Scoop it up just like a net in the wind, a big windsock. Go back and forth. The objective on this is to go ahead and breathe in that energy. Just draw it into you and inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Inhale and exhale. Now you're going to do maybe 6 of these, 7 of these. And then we're going to go all the way around again. We're going to do that back one more time. You notice on this one though, again, way stretching. Side all the way low on the sides. Can't necessarily see the difference at this point, but there's definitely more motion, more movement, more limberness. When you go all the way around with your hands up like this, it is harder. Now, other direction. Try to reach back as far as you can. Keep that ball of energy there in between your arms. That's it. The idea on this is, again, your stomach muscles are just getting super, super strong as you go around backwards as far as you can. Stretch that stomach out. Pull it back tight again. Okay, there you go. And you turn it around. Bring it back one last time. Flip it around. Bring it forward. Push that energy down. There you go. This next move is an interesting way of looking at. It's actually a move for turns so totally sideways, and you pull it in. Starts off as a slow move. Push, resistance, pull back in. Exhale. Inhale. Belly first. Push down, energy to the stomach, exhale. Now you notice I'm going at least sideways, sometimes further back. Now I start to put a little more force into this. This is actually an exercise that if somebody would come up next to you and want to grab you, your first hand might go out and they may think you just want them to stop. Reality is, you're just getting your measure. And you punch all the way behind you, pull forward. All the way back. So you can actually punch all the way behind you without ever turning around. Okay, once you've done that, go to the side again, a little bit faster. You see that release of energy. Calm, out, and pow. Draw it in, push it down. Okay, energy down to the lower chakra. Now, the next is a series of Qigong type exercises in which you're going to go ahead and get those quads. Pull, pull, out, pull, out, grab, 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 pull, out, bow, 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 bow. Each of those is a breathe in, breathe out. The key on this one is to go ahead and get that flex, get that tight. Then, go back up again. Leg out, leg out. And this is a Qigong exercise, and it's important. You're doing an energy ball, and you take, and the thumb goes inside the fist on one hand, and the other hand, pointing finger up, make a fist with the rest of the hand. Thumb pointing out. What you're doing is a lot harder than it looks. But standing in that position, the first thing you do, you may only get one or two. The hard part is to concentrate and get your form. Get your thumb tucked in and pull it back and put that other hand out there as a symbol for keeping you healthy and strong. Now, again, I'm going to go down. This time, we're going to work the neck and the back. Very brief, short exercise. You go down, and then bend all the way forward, a couple times around, all the way back, and then forward, and then back, and then you go the other direction. Up, back, down. Okay, that's just a little bit of a stretch there. Now, this is a simple one, and it's made to stretch your waist. Again, we're doing a Qigong exercise. Get that ball of energy in front of you. Then we're going to take that ball, and we're going to push part of it behind us and up over our head. And grab my ear and reach around my back. Look as far back as I can, keeping my feet in place. Other direction, all the way back. Leaning forward. There you go. Only doing 3 of these generally on each side. Now you bring your hands around that ball of energy. Switch it around, work it a little bit. Think about how you're going to do this. Right hand, left ear, pull around. Stretch. All the way back. Watch you go this side. Keep your legs, feet on the ground. Critical part. Okay. Form that little ball of energy again. And then put it down. Inside you go. Okay. This next one is a breathing exercise. It's sort of a finale. And the way you do this is you start off with the exhale as you go up and inhale on your way down. You're going all the way down, and then while you're down there holding, you're gathering up energy. Bring it up through your chakras and then through your head to the upper. Again, if I'm visualizing with my eyes closed, picking up all sorts of red and purple energy and flowing it up through me and through my head with a beautiful gold burst or some color as my hands go up above my head. You can just do a few of these or as many as 10. Now the breathing on this can vary. I do several different methods. One of them is that's exhale right there. Inhale, coming in, holding, absorbing energy while I'm holding, and then up, exhaling. Exhale, exhale. Exhale, now inhale. Hold. This is a little hard for some people, and then up. Exhaling as you go. Exhale, totally exhale. Inhale. Okay, just do a few of those. That's give you an idea. Now, finally, we're going to do the mountain pose. On the mountain pose, I go up as high as I can stretch. Ankles and toes touching each other. Stretch, 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 reaching as high as I can, breathing with my upper abdomen. Now, right at the end of this, I open my eyes up so I can keep my balance. And then I go for a stretch, all the way up, high as you can go. Oh, hard to keep your balance. Heels touching, ankles touching, toes touching. Stretch, 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 stretch. Lost my balance. That's good. That was a long one. Deep breath. And then I always like to end it with a nice calming If you can, let that go through your nasal cavities and you'll make more brain cells. As a little bonus, we just threw in this little push-up here in case you want a little something at the end of it. Well, here's a push-up you can do. We'll do a set of 10 here for you. You stretch out as far as you can stretch. And then lift up with your wrists. Elbows up off the ground. Notice how that works. Nice and high. Hold it up there. I don't recommend just anybody do this. You'll need to be in pretty decent shape before you try one of these. But for kicks, lay on your belly, put your hands forward, and try one. You'll find there's a lot of muscles you don't know about that you're not communicating with that you'll need to find before you'll be able to do that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I hope you enjoyed. May this bring you many benefits.